Okay, let's see where we are with BT's book. A bit all wet here now. Okay, should be good like that. Just let me dry my hair. Like river vibe, summer vibe. Yeah.
Vibe.
Huh? Nature vibe. We love those, huh, Gavin?
Sunshine vibe.
Yeah, we love those expeditions. Yeah. Emergency of emergence. We're back with Prashant's book, PT, LotusOcean. Emergency of emergence. Souls, beings here seems to have no sense of emergency when it comes to breaking out of this collapsing matrix. Rather than take action immediately, they need to actually think about it long and hard. When searching for the reason behind this, one comes to realize that they have other urgent matters to attend to, like paying bills on time, meeting office deadlines, changing oil in their car. Sense of emergency is already reserved for catching flights and trains, getting to appointments on time, problems with the mobile. Emergency emerging from a contingency. They do act like they have no idea what the contingency is, so there is no questions of emergence. That's a word I'm gonna look at with Jalen. Rosen, emergency, emergence. Yeah. The boats on an ocean. Other people might see a lot happening here, but what LotusOcean sees is just beings, each on their own boat, drifting on an ocean, trying to find the shore. Most don't have a clue, so some have some clue. But no one can actually do it. Many of the boats are all battered and leaking water after eons of aimless drifting. Many are sinking, but funnily no one asks for direction or help. Even those who sometimes come across the LotusOcean boat, guaranteed shore access, and lower their ego down for a few seconds to ask for help, end up teaching, preaching the very next minute. All very amusing. Help. Almost all of the effort in this world is going into proving we are not in hell and thus don't need help. And those that don't want help cannot be helped out of hell. If one takes P out of help, one is left with hell. Quite fitting, since P can help one out of hell. How helpless get help? Helpless by definition is a person in a situation where they are unhappy with but are unable to change it through their own efforts. If one looks at it with clear perception, this state applies to majority of the people on this planet. The strange bit is only few are able to admit to it, and only these few who ask for help get a helping hand by divine out of their unwanted state. No one in denial can ever be helped. When they say God help those who help themselves, they forgot to explain what helping oneself is. Helping oneself is being honest about one's state and one's inability to change it through one's own efforts. Helping oneself is actually asking, praying to divine for help in a humble manner. Death and life. Those who do not face the reality of death and learn how to die successfully cannot really live either. billionaires. People want to be billionaires in some way, and since most can be that with money, they act it out with time. Everyone is a billionaire when it comes to time, when the actual account balance is usually max 100 years. That's why they act very surprised when time is about to be up. Oh wait, I thought I had billions left still, they say. The reason why majority of people on this planet live their life like they do is because they presume that it will all last forever, their parents, friends, pets, and of course them. In this foreverness, one can while away time doing one silly frivolity triviality after another. What's the harm, they say? We have all the time in the world, an eternity for nonsense. Looking at them, one gets the feeling they have infinite lifespans. Beings here show no comprehension of their lifespan. Reality of death does not ever really enter their consciousness. When it actually happens in their forever little world, it is seen as a trauma, which they usually cannot recover from. Death opens up too many questions, like what's after, etc. So best to just behave as if it doesn't exist and carry on with mindless nonsense in Foreverland. A being who knows that they have limited time here is bound to behave differently, especially if they also know what is at stake if they don't. Boom.